Right, darling, settle in. You simply must hear about this ordeal. It is not merely a recounting of a disappointing holiday, you understand. It's a dissection of societal decay, a lament for lost standards, a personal affront to my very sensibilities. Honestly, some people have no concept of what constitutes a civilized experience. It's a tragedy, truly. Like expecting a souffle and being presented with, well, we'll get to that. You see, I believe in curated experiences. I am accustomed to a certain refinement. My grandmother, bless her soul, she survived the revolution. You know, a proper one. Not these Twitter storms, always said. Irina, life is too short for chipped teacups. And this was a whole hotel of chipped teacups. It began, as these things often do, with a false promise. Ozkaymak Marina Hotel, Kemer. The brochure, oh, the brochure. Turquoise waters, gleaming white buildings, smiling faces, a veritable paradise. A 5-star designation, can you imagine? 5 stars. One expects a certain level of competence. I arrived, naturally, with expectations, not unreasonable ones, mind you. Just a basic desire for cleanliness, functionality, and, dare I say, a modicum of respect. The reception, oh, the reception. It wasn't merely unwelcoming. It was aggressively present, a trio of women, speaking rapid-fire Russian, barely acknowledging my existence. Apparently, my fluency in French, Italian, and a smattering of Mandarin wasn't considered an asset. Rude doesn't even begin to cover it, does it? It's a fundamental violation of hospitality, like offering a guest dust instead of tea. And then came the overbooking. Oh, the overbooking. A classic maneuver, isn't it? The cynical exploitation of a traveler's eagerness. They casually informed me, with the sort of detached apathy usually reserved for discussing unpleasant weather, that they had a slight situation. A situation being that they'd sold the same room twice. Twice. The audacity. And where did they propose I spend my first night? In a sister property, naturally. A sister property that felt more like a distant, impoverished cousin. It was smaller, significantly less gleaming. The furnishings appeared to be relics from the Soviet era, not intentionally vintage, just worn. It was an insult. It wasn't just the room itself, it was the principle. They didn't even offer compensation, you see, not a free drink, not a sincere apology, not even a vaguely contrite expression. The next day, when I finally reached my assigned room, the actual room I paid for it was underwhelming. Outdated, frankly. The carpets smelled faintly of despair. And basic amenities. Oh, darling, don't even ask. No slippers, no cotton buds, no toothbrush. It's not about extravagance, is it? It's about anticipating a guest's needs. It's about demonstrating a basic level of care. It's like going to a concert and discovering they forgot to bring the instruments. But the real descent into chaos, my dear, began with the dining experience. Oh, the food. It wasn't merely not good. It was actively distressing. The salads, limp and suspiciously shiny. The vegetables, possessing a texture reminiscent of boiled cardboard. And the freshness, questionable to say the least. I wouldn't feed that to my Pomeranian, and he has discerning tastes. To present such fare and call it a buffet is a mockery of gastronomy. It is a betrayal of the very idea of nourishment. Do you agree? It is simply barbaric. And the fruit plate they offered as an apology for the overbooking. 2 apples and an orange. 2 apples and an orange. The sheer lack of imagination, the profound disregard for my emotional state, it was breathtaking. And don't even get me started on the drinks. The cocktails tasted suspiciously of tap water and regret. The beer was, well, let's just say it lacked the invigorating zest one expects. I ended up subsisting primarily on bottled water. It's a tragedy, isn't it? A vacation reduced to a state of basic hydration.
The businesses surrounding the ozkaymak marina hotel, kemer, they present a rather disheartening picture, frankly. It's as if a shadow has fallen over the commercial landscape, a pervasive air of disappointment. It's not merely that things aren't good, it's that there's a consistent undercurrent of feeling taken advantage of, a disregard for basic hospitality. It feels unsettling, and not the exciting kind of unsettling, more like the kind that makes you instinctively check your wallet twice. Let's begin with the shopping centers. These aren't places bustling with genuine commerce, but rather traps almost. It's as if the very architecture is designed to subtly nudge you towards a purchase you don't need, at a price you'd never agree to if fully informed. The Kemer shopping center in particular seems to embody this. Reports suggest a pervasive feeling of being cheated, prices inflated to exorbitant levels, almost as a challenge to see how much tourists will tolerate. There's a recurring story of individuals feeling actively boxed in, prevented from leaving once inside, a tactic designed to wear down resistance. It's frankly predatory, almost like a bad game only you're paying to play. And the silence from some reviewers simply leaving a 1-star rating with no words, that's often more telling than a lengthy complaint. It suggests a level of resignation, a feeling of being completely defeated. It's a hollow feeling telling me they want revenge, however they were beaten so bad they have no spurt left to write about it. Moving on to accommodations, and the situation doesn't improve. Places like the Infinity Hotel Kemer, they're described not as hotels but as hazards. The reviews paint a picture of profound neglect, dirt, uncleanliness, disregard for basic hygiene. It's a systemic problem, an aggressive disregard for the core requirements of hospitality. To hear guests detail the dirtiness to the point it feels detrimental to physical health, it's shocking. The emotional toll too, mention of staff being cold and unhelpful, refusing refunds for uninhabitable rooms. It's a breach of trust, a calculated indifference. And the recurring theme of dishonesty, the sense of being actively misled, it's corrosive. Someone mentioned they were told they'd have to wait until morning for clean sheets. That's not a service issue, it's a moral failing. It's as if they believe tourists are somehow less deserving of basic comfort. Frankly, the image of them letting the customers try to pay and not follow through the money makes my hands clench. Now let's address the kind of establishment that promises a good time, the restaurants and bars. Casa La Luna Kemer, for example. Many speak of a marked discrepancy between the price and the quality, even describing the food as dangerous. Complaints about flimsy pizzas, dry shrimp, and generally tasteless food are rampant. It's not merely about a disappointing meal, it's about a deliberate attempt to mislead, to present something as appealing while delivering something fundamentally substandard. Describing the food as subpar makes my stomach churn. And imagine being forced to pay for a meal you didn't even eat, as some reviewers describe. It's like being held hostage by a bad lasagna. The problem is bigger than food, it's personal. It also tells me they will do anything for money. And then we have the clubs. The Aura Club Kemer and Club Inferno Mania Kemer, they're presented almost identically. A facade of glamour concealing a core of calculated exploitation. The complaints are remarkably consistent: inflated prices, aggressive upselling, a relentless pressure to spend money. The descriptions of being hunted by waiters, constantly pushed to buy more drinks, the feeling of being treated as a walking wallet, it's deeply disturbing. I have a feeling you will get lost in the smoke and the people who will focus on draining your money.
The stories of being overcharged, of being denied entry because you haven't committed to an exorbitant bottle service. It suggests a deeply cynical business model. The people at that club, I am sure, thrive off of chaos. It's in their nature to treat humans like dummies. It's not a place to enjoy music, it's a place to be systematically fleeced. It's alarming and deeply disheartening. I feel a dark energy that cannot be slept on. Even ozkaymak Marina Hotel itself isn't exempt from criticism. While presented as a 5-star experience, reports suggest a reality far from that ideal. Complaints range from poorly maintained rooms and non-functional air conditioning to a frustrating lack of attention to detail. Hearing about dirty towels, broken amenities, and inattentive staff, it erodes the illusion of luxury. Someone.
Script content around ozkaymak Marina Hotel, kemer. Businesses are like they smile at you, but sometimes it's not real. Like tourists think they race safe because it's a nice area, but no. First, shops here, especially carpet shops, they act like your friend. You walk by, they say, oh, come inside, just look, no buying. And then deep breath, they give you tea, make you sit, and suddenly you feel bad to leave. They show you carpets, say it's handmade, special price, but it's fake, Machine-made cheap. And if you try to leave, they get angry, like you waste my time. I saw one tourist British, maybe he bought small rug for 500 euros. Later, he found same one in market for 50. And the shopkeeper, probably still there, doing same thing tomorrow. Then restaurants here play tricks. Menu outside says kebab 10 lira, but inside. Different menu kebab 50 lira, and if you complain, big men come stare at you. One German couple paid 300 euros for 2 salads and water. They were scared, so they paid. And the restaurant? Still open, still doing it. Police don't care, jewelry shops too worst. They show you gold ring, say real Turkish gold, but when you buy, it's fake. Turns black in 2 days. One Russian lady cried she bought gold necklace for her daughter's birthday. Now, probably threw it away. Shop still there smiling, and say leather shops. They grab your arm, say special discount just for you. But if you touch jacket, suddenly you damaged it, must pay. Or they wrap it fast before you see scratches.